Would you move to Oklahoma if they paid you $10,000 to do it? One group is now working with the city of Tulsa to attract remote workers, digital nomads, location-independent consultants, and they're offering to pay up to $10,000 to U.S. citizens who are willing to relocate to Tulsa for a year and run their businesses. I'm going to tell you all about it, how it works, and why I wouldn't take this deal.
I thought you weren't eligible for that.
That notwithstanding. Hi, I'm Andrew Henderson, and here's the deal. There is a group that is trying to attract hundreds of location-independent workers to come to Tulsa and contribute to the economy. They're willing to give you $2,500 to relocate, $500 a month for 12 months. That's $6,000, and then an extra $1,500 at the end, on top of benefits like co-working, monthly networking meetings, all kinds of other stuff designed to build their remote work economy. Here's the problem. And this is the question I ask people all the time when they ask about moving offshore. People often come to me and say, Andrew, I heard about the tax incentives in Puerto Rico. And I'll say, okay, do you want to move to Puerto Rico? Or in this case, do you want to move to Tulsa? For some reason, we go crazy when things are free. There was a lot of buzz, and I got swept up in this, about moving to Pitcairn Island and getting free land on this island where the only way out is like a boat once a week. So the idea of free money has to be put in context. Number one, if you are a 6 or 7 figure location independent entrepreneur, there should be some thought given to where you want to be. The intentionality of Nomad Capitalist is all about going where you're treated best and going where you feel best, going to a place where you want to be. Now, if that's Tulsa and they just so happen to be throwing in $10,000 for the privilege, that's fine. I still don't know why Grab in Malaysia gives me points for free juice when I have no other way to get around anyway. So if that's you, go for it. But for the rest of us, consider this. Not only is Tulsa perhaps not the place where you want to live, but Tulsa has a 5% tax rate, or rather Oklahoma has a 5% state income tax rate. So if you're making $200,000 a year, you're going to pay almost $10,000 in tax. There's the money. There it goes. You could live in Florida, in Nevada, in Washington, and you could end up paying the same deal. You could end up breaking even at that $210,000 mark considering state income tax. And for the privilege of that, you're giving up the opportunity to live wherever you want. Here's the way I see it. If you can move from where you're at now to Tulsa, you can probably move to Puerto Rico or Panama or Malaysia or Timbuktu. Why not? All the things that go into making a move, meeting new friends, finding a new home, getting everything set up. You're going to do that no matter where you go. And I think that we deal with these psychological barriers where we don't want to cross the river, or we don't want to go across state lines, or we don't want to leave the country. It seems so much more comfortable just to stay put where we're at. But yet we're intrigued by the idea of free money. Like all the people who decided to take jobs working in public service to allegedly, and some of them now learning that they're not, get student loan forgiveness. So, people are taking jobs earning a lot less money in the public sector than they could in the private sector in exchange to get a far lesser amount of money credited towards their student loans. This, to me, is not a good way of thinking. If I am looking to relocate and get some extra money in my pocket, I'm going to look at how do I move overseas, how do I take advantage of something like the foreign earned income exclusion, possibly putting my remote business into an offshore company, reducing my tax rate dramatically as a U.S. citizen, and actually living in a place where I want to live, being totally intentional, picking, do I want the tropics, do I want the beach, do I want the tundra, what do I want to live in? Not just picking from a few places where they're giving me a one-time grant and hoping I'll stay there forever. To me, that's a far more intentional way to not only save money on tax, but to lower my cost of living and to increase my lifestyle and to live in a place that I would really love living. If you can get past the mindset of having to stay in your country, you will discover a lot more opportunities. What do you think about this? Would you take the 10 grand and move to Tulsa? Would you stay there? Would you stay there for a long time? Would you just take the money and run? Or is there somewhere else you would rather go? If you're new to our channel, or if you've been here for a while, where do you want to go? Where would you go that they don't have to pay you to go? Leave a comment below. I'd like to hear what you think.
I'm Andrew Henderson, and if you're looking for a way to legally reduce your taxes, build your freedom, and create wealth faster as a global citizen, then you've come to the right place. I want you to do 3 things right now. Number 1, click the button to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to get notifications so you never miss a new video. Number 2, get a copy of our #1 best-selling book, Nomad Capitalist, on Amazon and learn all of the dozens of benefits of our lifestyle. And number 3, if you're already a 6- or 7-figure entrepreneur and you want to put these strategies in place, go to nomadcapitalist.com and find out how to get some help.